Come on, then.
Boxed Off Podcast, episode 41. We're back. William, or Will. We're here. We're alive. We're breathing. And it's been a good day. How are you?
Blessed. I'm very good, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Obviously, like, Ben was just cheering at himself behind the camera because the cameras look good, apparently. We'll see that in the edit, shall we?
Fucking better.
I told Ben that he's got to get it perfect, otherwise he's either got to sleep with me or he's sacked. So and so now he's obviously
he's done him shit on purpose.
So he's done shit on purpose. What was I saying then? I forgot already.
Fuck knows. Something about having a good day.
Oh yeah. So obviously, we told the people that we're going to have a guest this week. It's been pushed back a week because of reasons that are out of our control, that are in his control, because he's needs to sort something out. So yeah, it's just us two again. But next week is here, and if he's not, then I'm sorry, and he's never coming on ever. So,
Jeez, yeah, fairs. I mean, man's got to do what man's got to do. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. And that's that.
Yeah. N-Dubz, N-Dubz are reuniting. Talisa, Phaser, and Dappy have all come together and told us that they are doing a reunion tour. I don't know, but they're doing some sort of reunion, and I'm looking forward to it. Are you?
Yeah, I guess so. I loved N-Dubz, me, as a kid. I'm pretty sure N-Dubz was one of the first ever CDs that I bought. Can't remember which one it was. But bro, anyone who's around our age when they were younger surely loved N-Dubz. And I don't know about the gal, but if you didn't have one of them beanies with like the strings down the side that Dappy wore, you were sleeping. You know what I mean? So I'm gassed for N-Dubz Reunion. Not going to go to any of them, pretty sure. Don't think I'd be dying to buy tickets to go the O2 and watch them, but would be a bit of a mazza, to be fair.
Mate, N-Dubz, yeah, like back in the day, I remember, what was the album called now? I remember I had the CD, right? Because there was a lad at primary school that got me onto him. And I remember back then, like, it had to be like burn, do you remember you had to used to like burn CDs and like you put them onto something? I had Uncle B.
Uncle B, that's it, yeah. R.I.P. Uncle B, man.
And there's a song on it called, I think it's Sex.
Oh, bro, yeah, I remember that track.
I'm not trying to be pushy.
I'm just here for the pussy.
Yeah. So I remember, I remember.
Yo!
Yeah, that was hard, you know.
Yeah. Don't test me.
I remember, getting that CD. And I remember, like, listening to it. And I think I must have had it, like, on out loud or whatever. And
got a boner.
Yeah. That was actually my first ever wank. No, I'm messing. But I remember listening to that album. And like, I think like my mum like heard me listening to it, and like she heard that song Sex. So she took the CD off me, burnt it onto something, and removed that song off it, so I couldn't listen to it.
Oh, peak.
Because we must have been like what? This album came out in 2008, so year 5.
So what, are we like 8 years old then?
Yeah.
Or like 10? Like 9?
No, like 9, I think.
Between 8 and 10. Maybe.
Yeah, I would have been 8 because I'm an August baby. So
What year do you go into year 7? How old are you then? Are you like 12, 13?
You're 12. You're 12.
You're 12 when you go into year 7?
Because I finished secondary school when I was 15. Because I was 16 in the summer holidays.
Peak that.
And I went to college. I was 16 when I started college.
Isn't it mad how you, like, if you were born, like, what is it? If you were born, like, a month later, or, like, 2 months later, you'd be in a different year.
Yeah. Yeah, but Cam, if he was born a day later, he would have been in a different year.
Is he, like, borderline?
He's the 30th.
I swear that's like my cousin, you know. I swear she's right on the borderline as well.
The one that went to my school?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. I remember that being a thing at school.
Yeah. Mad that, innit? Imagine. Well, I mean, it's not really that mad, but, like, you could, we wouldn't be here right now. Well, potentially.
I mean... Potentially.
There's a good chance, but you know.
The butterfly effect, bro.
Yeah, trust. Big up Fetty Wap.
But yeah, I remember N-Dubz, yeah, like I remember like they were like the first proper. Obviously there was other rappers or whatever like back then that sort of broke into like the mainstream, like they became pop for like black music, and like obviously there was like N-Dubz, there was like Tinchy Strider,
Big up Tinchy.
there was like Chipmunk, not
Chip at the time. Oh yeah, it was
Chipmunk at the time,
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
And like those, but like N-Dubz, like I think it was they had 2 albums and then 8 songs that broke into the UK top 40, which is mental because think about how gas people some rappers get now when they get a top 40, like oh my god, we're so close to charting. So imagine like over 10 years ago, people from that kind of
that genre
that
almost.
that space like doing it. So that was mad. So that's why it was mad. But like they had anthems, they got anthems, bro. Like that that gig that they do, what if they do one, like bro,
they're gonna have to play all the bangers.
Let me just go through like
I'm
Playing with Fire.
Oh,
banger.
Who's that with? What's it called? Who's it featuring?
Summit Hudson.
Is it? I was gonna say Professor Hudson.
Mr. Hudson.
Is it
Mr. Hudson?
Mr. Hudson? Is that it?
Come on.
Oh,
Are you messing?
the best
Are you
bit.
actually messing?
Nah, the best bit.
Are you actually
Wait.
messing?
Wait, you gotta play it. Keep going. No. Wheeler. Gee, heavy
bro,
them, you know.
I Need You.
Oh, banger.
Banger, I swear.
Number
You're
one.
messing.
Number one with Tinchy Strider. Wow.
Girls, I fuck with them. Oh, you're messing.
Oh, watch me smash these out on the way
Best
home.
behaviour.
Yeah,
Banger.
Papa, can you hear me? Oh, do you want that?
Papa, if you can hear
mate.
me.
Oh,
I regret every bad thing that I said.
That's it. Anyway.
N-Dubz, if you want to come on the fucking pod, yeah, come on the pod because I'm all for it.
Do you remember when everyone thought Talisa? I swear I mentioned this before on the pod, but Talisa and Dappy were like fucking in that.
Aren't they like cousins?
But the cousins, yeah.
Yeah.
To come out and say like, yeah, we're cousins in it.
I thought it was Talisa and Fraser were
Fraser,
fucking.
yeah. I think that was actually the thing.
Do you remember when Talisa's sex tape came out?
Yeah, not seen it, me.
Yeah, I've seen Talisa's sex tape. If you saw what Ben was doing behind the camera, you'd be absolutely disgusted. But
Doctors subscribe to her OnlyFans, hasn't he?
I'd probably pay a one-off fee to see what it was like.
What?
Talisa's OnlyFans.
Talisa's OnlyFans?
If she had one, I'd pay.
She's dirt, man. She's a dirt box.
What does she even look like? I forgot what she looks like.
Remember when she was on?
I used to fancy her when she was in it.
Remember when she was on? She was on. Was it X Factor or something?
I'm a female boss. Fuck off.
Fuck off, you bitch. So that was a bit mean. Fucking hell. Remember when she was on X Factor? What was the main judge called on the X Factor?
In X Factor, yeah, she was nice. Gary Barlow, Simon Cowell.
Yeah, no, Gary Barlow, and he was like, yeah, I heard what you were saying, Talisa, but I couldn't get it over the fag ash breath, and like fully mugged her off, and all the crowd's like, whoa, and like she got full on violated,
mate. On that topic, before we go back to N-Dubz, you know who I fancied from X Factor back in the day? Fancied back in the day. Cher Lloyd.
Oh,
she was fit. But I seen a video of her on Twitter the other day, yeah, and she's just
clapped now.
She's just not.
Yeah,
no, a video from when she was on.
Oh, when she was.
And the joke thing is, yeah, like I remember watching it back in the day, and I thought she was sick.
Yeah, bro, trust.
But when I heard it back, she's fucking rubbish. And I remember Talisa sitting there thinking, and that Cher Lloyd was like, oh my god, watching her like, this girl's gonna take over the world. Like she's like a little mini me, but she was fucking pants.
Yeah, she was poo butties. Is she the one who fucking went like? If I'm thinking about, did she go to the judges' houses or something? And like she lost her voice, and was she like rapping in that?
Yeah.
And she was like, shit.
Yeah, Swagger
Oh
Jagger.
yeah, she did.
Swagger Jagger.
Banger
Gonna
that.
get some of your own.
Yeah, I swear she was at the judge's house and she lost her voice.
Yeah, no, that sounds better than that. That's how shit she is.
Yeah, she's clapped her, man. You want to come on the pod though? Talk
Yeah,
about your
but I
downfall.
fancy Cher Lloyd.
Yeah, I fancied Cher Lloyd. I also fancied Cheryl Cole.
I had a poster of Cheryl Cole on a beach in my bedroom back in the day, you know. And Pixie Lott as well. Pixie Lott was one back in the day. Pixie Lott and Cheryl Cole back in the day were bits.
Pixie Lott was like low key emo to me.
Really?
Yeah, she, like her eyes. Didn't she always have like dark eyes?
I don't know.
Bit emo-y that.
Pixie Lott was I think she still is pretty sensational. You know, let me Google it.
Sensational.
Pixie Lott.
Cheryl Cole was the one.
I don't know. You know what? Pixie Lott. I actually got told that we're quite thingy. I think we need to sort of like rein it in a bit. Someone told me that listens to the pod that we're like a bit. All we talk about is like girls that we fancy, and I disagreed with her. I disagreed with her.
I also disagree with that. If we mention a good-looking girl, we just say if she's good-looking or not. That's all it is.
Pixie Lott's sensational. She still is sensational.
I'm looking at Cher Lloyd. She's not. We just mentioned that. Then we're both looking at pictures of girls on our phone. Yeah, but they're not. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted.
Also, did you see that guy? So that TikTok that's gone semi-viral, yeah, about Boris Johnson's wife. And then I'm like, oh, Boris Johnson's wife, I won't even say no. And you're like, yeah, 2 pints.
Yeah.
And some Muppet comment on the TikTok said, oh, well, at least show us a picture then.
Oh, yeah.
Google her then, you Muppet, if you can't bother. Don't slag off our TikTok.
Fucking little Kim. We're
sending it in here a bit. We need to rein it in a bit.
We're going in a bit harder.
We are going in a bit harder.
Maybe we do actually have to rein it in. Do you know what? Yeah, I always try and rein in my swearing me. Like, when I watch it back, I think I swear all the fucking time, and I just, like, I can't be an ass, man.
I made a subconscious effort last week to try and rein in my swearing, and I'm going to do it for the rest of the episode, actually.
Yeah, I'm not going to swear again, promise.
I'm not going to swear. We should get a swear box.
Oh, we should put a swear jar there, yeah, right? Put dough in it if we swear all the time.
And then at the end of the episode,
we'll just give it just give it pen. Nah, we'll put it towards end of season 2.
Yeah, trust.
Anyway.
But yeah, N-Dubz, yeah, I'm actually gassed, and if they do a Manchester show, if I can get in there, I won't necessarily like the benefits of some benefits that I get in life is that I do get to go to some shows for free. So if there's an opportunity to go, I'm going.
I think it is a bit of a no-brainer, really.
Dappy's hard.
Dappy is hard, but he's a bit cringe. But he is pretty hard still. Like, most of his singles that have come out and like freestyles and that.
You know,
some of them are hard. Yeah.
He said he was top 3.
Top 3? What, like, ever?
On a Gasworks, he said that in the UK he's top 3.
Fucking hell. Maybe like back in the day, because I guess he's a bit of a pioneer, isn't it?
I always thought Phaser was harder than Dappy, you know.
Yeah, Phaser isn't Phaser like a producer now? Is he like producing?
I think he produced a lot of the music when they were in the
band.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think that was more him because he didn't really spit many bars in there, did he? Ever like a few little bits in that, but he weren't really. Obviously, Dappy and Talisa were the main two, weren't they? So, but nah, I wouldn't say top 3. That's a bit much. But back in the day, obviously put on big time, innit? Like, say, like Tinchy Strider. Like, he was back in the day. Tinchy Strider was fucking massive, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Fuck, I just swear. Oh shit.
Yeah, he was massive. He was sick. But there was a few of them. I remember Tiny Temper, bro.
Oh, Tiny Temper.
Tiny Temper was sick.
Tiny Temper's still hard, man.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that track he did with
Wonder Man.
Oh yes,
I'm a Wonder Man.
Oh, the Wonder Man. Yeah, alright, bro, that went off. That album.
Pass Out was the best.
That album was like, we got top of UK or something like that.
Yeah, he cleaned up at the Brits.
That's
ago.
The one that like smashed it all for him.
Yeah, mate. Tiny Temper had some absolute bangers, mate. That was it called like Discovery or something? Oh, first of all, do you remember Dynamo, the magician?
Yes.
He did a thing with Tiny Temper time ago. Yeah. So I just typed in Dynamo. Then
yeah, Discovery. Yeah, bangers.
Tiny, and he did like so obviously on the album cover, he's got the shades on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Web So No One Cries on TikTok, where you put this album cover up, please. So there's like obviously he's got the shades on, and there's like a clip where like Dynamo like he looks at his eye, goes out on his eyes, and then like does it on the album cover and like moves. Sorry if you're listening. Moves that the glasses off his face on the album cover, and his eyes are just there, and apparently it's like mad.
Dynamo's mad, mate.
Yeah, mad. But yeah, I don't know why that came to me.
Nah, he's pretty crazy.
No, let me look at the tunes on this album. So, Simply Unstoppable, banger. Pass Out, banger.
I
remember Snap, like a little low-key album track on there, was a banger. Written in the stars, a million miles away. That was a banger. Frisky featuring Labyrinth. Labyrinth is another one. He was sick.
Labyrinth was like...
He was so good.
Till I'm Gone, Wiz Khalifa. Wow, that's a fucking absolute tune, mate. I swear again, that's an absolute tune, that, mate.
Miami to Ibiza.
Oh,
you're messing.
What?
Invincible.
Bro, I'm gonna have to listen to all these tracks now when I get back.
Oh, mate, there was an absolute banger.
I can remember the music video for that Wiz Khalifa one, me, when they're in like America or something. It's like dun 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 dun, dun like that. And they're all getting about. Oh, it's so cool, man.
Yeah, mate, it was sick.
Big up Tiny Temper, yeah.
Like, all the stuff after that he brought out was a bit shit.
Yeah, it kind of fell off a bit, didn't he? But obviously that back in the day was propelled him to like superstardom.
Yeah, he made his money off that. But I swear he's doing like a Wednesday afternoon like.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen him advertised somewhere, and I was like, right, is that Tinchy Strider?
Yeah, Tiny Temper.
Tiny Temper. And I was like, right. So you don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
Peak.
Talking about like throwbacks like that. You know what was also an anthem back in the day, like in our school days? The Nando's Skank.
Example.
Are you gonna bango?
No, I was a fucking Nando's.
Wanna eat up with
Yeah,
chicken and chips?
Yeah, it was mad. That.
Everyone knows a freestyle like this. On the freestyle on the beat like chicken.
Yeah,
You know it's finger licking. Yeah, banger.
That's the first time I ever heard of Ed Sheeran. That.
To be fair though, I'm not really mad at that. To be fair.
Nah, I mean that's like
That's
the
where-
first time I ever heard of him before, and he's just there.
I
like,
swear
what
he did
do
like
we-
A-Team and that them though.
Yeah, he probably did, but I didn't know who he was before that. I'd never seen him before in my life, and I see him in that video when they're there and they're outside, and Example's got his shades on, like he's just been on like a 4-day bender.
Ed Sheeran's such like an interesting character, you know. Like he did bare pods like recently, and like he just spoke about how when he moved to London to like pursue music, he like he tried going to all like the acoustic nights and stuff like that, and it wasn't working for him. So he decided to go to like jazz nights and like rap nights and like grime nights and all that around London, and everyone would be like, "Who the fuck's this like ginger white guy with a guitar doing on stage?" And then he'd absolutely tear it to shreds, and everyone would be like, "Well, you're gonna remember him now, aren't you?" Do you know what I mean? So
Big up Ed.
yeah, big up Ed Sheeran because he's an absolute legend.
Gangster, mate. Well,
I actually really like Ed Sheeran's music, you know. Not his new stuff, but I remember like his older stuff. Like I
Yeah,
actually
bro.
used to really like it.
Sick, well good. Ed Sheeran's mint. Everybody in the world knows Ed Sheeran as well, so he's absolutely killed it, and he writes songs for like everybody in the world. So
That is very true.
guys on top, and we'll stay.
Do you know
on
he's in
top.
that new you know that film that's on Netflix? The what's he called that owns Wrexham? The actor Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. They got that film on Netflix. Have you seen it?
Oh,
Have you watched it?
I've seen it, but I didn't watch it.
Ed Sheeran's in it at the end.
The clips like him in like a canteen or something. He's like, he did it, or something like that. Yeah, I was like,
Ed Sheeran's in it at the end, and he's like getting arrested. He's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Ed Sheeran, for fuck's sake!" But, that's quite funny.
Sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but that was the funniest bit in the film, to be fair.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was pretty shit.
yeah, I won't be watching that then. I know that.
The Rock's a nice guy.
The Rock,
Seems like a nice guy anyway. I'd say that. Seems like a nice guy for sure.
skinny though.
Yeah, he's a little dweeb.
Bad skinny, mate. Get squashed, man.
I'd take a dig off him, mate. Easy.
Yeah.
I'd eat it.
Won't catch him in Everlast, would you?
No, no way. You know what I'm thinking about? Yeah, like, do you know when? Isn't it weird how like when you go to like, depending on where you are, you act differently.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Why? And I understand that sometimes, like, say for example, I'm in a meeting at work with a client, I can't act in a certain way. I get that, but why can't you just be a freak wherever you want? Why does society stop us from doing that?
Because you get judged. Like I wouldn't be. I've been in meetings today, yeah, and I won't be swearing. Like
Yeah,
you know,
of course not.
I wouldn't be like you. Couldn't be your normal freak self everywhere you went because people just hate you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, but you know what I mean. Like obviously, like I couldn't be my normal self. Like even around like my work colleagues and shit. Because like you just can't. There's a time and a place for everything. Not saying I'm a freak because I'm a normal guy anyway.
Well, you're
but, you
a
know,
freak.
Yeah, so look who's talking. But yeah, I don't know. You just can't, innit? That's like the same with everybody. Everybody, like even like a group of friends, you can
I know,
be a
but
certain way.
even if obviously understandable that you can't do it. Say for like those obvious examples, like you're at work or like something like that. But say for example, like I don't know, you're in a club or in a bar, and like you see someone that you fancy, and then I've done it bare times where I've like just act cool.
Trying to not be a freak.
But why can't? Do you know what I mean?
Well, you can be a freak.
I can
if you
be a
want.
freak, but people don't want to because, like you say, people are scared of being judged.
There you go.
And is judgment too heavy these days? Why is judgment such a thing? Like, why is it? Do you know what? So why can someone, you know, look down on you or look at you a different kind of way just because you're being yourself? Like, why is that not allowed? Do you get me? Like, that's why I think that's like something that's sort of wrong with society in a way, because you can't act like a freak. Why? What's stopping me from walking through a bar? There's nothing stopping me, but I will never do it.
What? Walk through a bar?
Walking through a bar and just doing something west.
Yeah, but why would you do? If that's your normal behaviour, you're not that much of a freak to just normally do that.
I know. I know. I get
So
you.
you wouldn't just be like walk through and like fucking start screaming or something.
You
do
know,
know
I
what
won't
I mean?
do that. I won't do that.
Would you be like a freak to women? Because
No.
that's out of order.
No. I'm saying, why can't, say for example, I don't know. Why can't I walk into a bar and do the robot or something West?
You're telling me you've never done the robot in a bar?
Yeah, we have.
Bare times.
I'm sick of the robot. That's why.
Give us a demo.
Nah.
Go on.
Nah, because I'm scared of being judged.
Oh, you freak.
But
No.
I don't know. Like, it's just.
Bro, if you one of your issues in life is that you want to go into a bar and do the robot, then you know you ain't got any issues.
I don't know. I just think that some people, yeah, like more than just say us, I guess. Like some people are just too scared to be themselves. For example, like I think the amount of people that would want to do something like a podcast or put themselves out online and just be themselves in that respect.
Mm.
People are scared to do it because what people think. But why? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just judgment, isn't it? Do you know
exactly.
what I mean?
But why is that such a thing though? Like that's what I'm trying to like understand is that why are people judged so heavily for something? You know, like I don't really understand it.
Probably feel embarrassed, like just self embarrassment of doing something, and then you look back at it and like why have I done that? Do you know what I mean? I think that's just a normal thing. Do you know what I mean? I do anyway. Like obviously, not many people step out of their own comfort zone, if that even means being yourself or putting yourself out there and doing something that you think you get judged for. And it's kind of like we talked about last week, like risk and reward. Sometimes if you put yourself out there and then it doesn't pay off and then you get loads of backlash and like people try and take the mick or something like that for doing something you like doing, it's a bit peak. But if you go out there and do something that no one else has done or that you really want to do or just being yourself somewhere and then people think you're sick for it, feel so much better. So if people want to do that, my advice would be just jump in it and do that shit. No cap.
Yeah, do it.
Hats off, no capping.
Yeah, like you should just like one thing that I would like want to say like is that I think I know it sounds super cliche, yeah, and like people watch like see all these like cringy like motivational videos and whatever online, but like if someone is actually sat at home and like just thinks to themselves like, oh, I would love to I'd love to play FIFA and put videos online, or I'd love to I'd love to just do something that's just out of the ordinary, what people would class as ordinary. Like if you want to do it, because bro, if you don't just have a bit of balls and a bit of a backbone and don't do it, you'll just be sat on that for the rest of your life, and you won't be happy with what you've fulfilled with your life. So like people say, I know it sounds super cliche, but you might get to the end one day when you're 50, when you've got kids or whatever, and it's too late then, and you might think to yourself, well, why didn't I use my 20s to try and do that thing on YouTube, or try and just do something like out of the ordinary? Why didn't I try and go for, I don't know, I can't think of any examples off the top of my head.
I think bare people are gonna, when you get older, there's always gonna be regrets for not doing stuff. Like bare people are gonna have that, because I think it's just, if someone lives their life when they're younger, they wanted to do something and then they just never did it, maybe because they thought about what people would think about them. When they get older, they're gonna have regrets, and I reckon 9 out of 10 people who are older probably have that feeling now, and they're like, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. Like, I think it's just normal, and if you do have the bottle to do it, then respect, because it's not easy.
That's the thing. I think for me personally, I've always been like lucky in the sense where like when it comes to stuff like the stuff that I do, like I've never once batted an eyelid about wanting to do it and doing it. Like that's why I'm not bothered about putting myself online or doing anything that I do that like I said could be deemed not something out of the ordinary as such. Like it's not, because like what we do isn't like necessarily, not everyone does it. Do you know what I mean? Like
We don't know anyone who does it personally.
Not personally. Do you know what I mean? Like so, I think I've been quite lucky to say that, you know, I've never really been bothered about sort of any second-hand judgment, what people might think about what I do, because at the end of the day, who are we actually hurting? If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you don't want to read it, don't read it. If you don't want to whatever, don't whatever. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I think. That's what I think to it. But I think some people just get too caught up in their own heads, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. It's fine if that's the way you feel, and if you feel more comfortable with not doing it, then don't do it. Don't go for it. Don't chase that dream of doing whatever you wanted to do in your life. But I really think that sometimes you'll be happiest if you just go for it, and that is literally speaking from first-hand experience.
Inspiration, that.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't really want to sound it. I didn't want it to sound like a preach thing. I don't.
Nah, it's not preach.
I'm just saying it as in like a conversational sense where like people just do need to learn to just let go and just be looser and just have more belief in themselves, because I think it's just so important, because some people might be sat at home miserable, yeah, and like just in a day-to-day life, some people might just feel like they've got nothing going for them. But if they, I don't know, say for example, yeah, I just work a job 9 to 5 that I don't like, and I go home, and all I do is get pissed at the weekends, and like I don't really enjoy my life. I just do it for doing its sake. But I know if I started a ballet class on a Wednesday night, that it would I'd love to do it, but I'm scared what people might say about me if I wanted to do ballet. I don't want to. I'm just saying it hypothetically. I'm just saying it as an example. But like, that person doing that hour's worth of ballet on a Wednesday night could completely change their entire mindset and just change their entire life. So don't think about what other people think. If you want to go and do that ballet class, if you want to go and start that YouTube channel, if you want to go and do anything, just fucking do it, man.
Do it, brothers.
Preach over.
I hear you though. Like, I'd be the same in terms of you. Like, I ain't no preacher. Like, I ain't no role model. And I'm definitely not in any mad position to tell people, like, oh, just go for it, 'cause that's what I've done, because, you know, I'm just doing my thing. But I would always say to people, just, if you want to do it, do it. Just don't have any regrets. Live your life, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a fact.
That's it.
No regrets.
But on a side note, before I get off this topic, yeah, if anyone actually is feeling that kind of way, like, and you want to just message me in it, and I can give you...
You want an internship as a cameraman at Boxed Off Pod? We're thinking about getting rid of ours.
Yeah, the Muppet.
Yo! No, we love you. Production staff. PSP?
PSP, production staff. Yeah,
PSP.
PSPs, remember that?
PSP, yeah.
I had a PSP, that was...
Never had one, me.
Never had a PSP?
I had a DS, me. DS boy, I had like 4 DS's.
Yeah, I was quite lucky. I had a PSP and then it broke, and then I got a DS when I was a little bit older.
Stush bastard.
I know, I had a green one.
I had a black one, a white one, and a grey one.
Yeah. Do you remember them ones when like you used to be able to like... They were way ahead of the time then, if you think about it.
Yeah,
it was touchscreen, had a stencil.
Nintendo chat on it and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, the Nintendo chat.
Yeah. I don't think it was called Nintendo chat.
Who was it we were speaking to? I don't know if we definitely didn't speak about this on the pod. We spoke about... Did I speak about it with you two? About touchscreens. And about how the army and like the navy and that and the government, was it not with yous?
Don't think so, mate.
Get to see technology like 10 years prior to everyone else. So when the first like touchscreen phone came out, it's quite obviously like it's like
obviously the government's
like, yeah, like duh. But like I just thought it was quite interesting, because like when say like the first touchscreen phone came out 10 years prior, yeah, these people in the army and the navy and that or whatever, like they were like firing missiles using a touchscreen thing and like using all that technology like way before we had it.
But you see that video of that guy the other day, the army testing out like a jetpack, and they're like they're in the middle of the ocean somewhere, like sailing in like pretty bad winds and like waves and that, and a guy like takes off from one boat and like flies over to another boat, like using like a hovercraft thing with like a backpack on him. You not see that? No. It's like 2 things on his hands and his legs, and he's like floating, like fucking floats around and like lands on a boat. Sick.
Yeah, that's, you know, they've made the first ever flying car now. You seen that?
Have they?
Yeah.
Was that not a while ago?
Nah, well, I saw it like...
I swear I seen that like last year. I mean, it's only January, but I swear I seen it last year. I swear I seen something about it.
It might have been last year. It might have been like late last year.
Flying
they made the
cars,
first ever
man.
flying car. But
that's mad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Have you seen like you probably have seen it, yeah? That just give me excuse me, a light bulb moment. Yeah, like the oh, sorry. Gimme the Simpsons like conspiracy thing. How the Simpsons predicts like the future.
What, like everything? Yeah, I've seen that.
Crazy, innit?
Yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. I used to love The Simpsons as a kid as well, because my brothers used to watch it all the time, so I always used to watch it. And I always see them clips, and when something new happens, excuse me, when something new happens, like, and then they'll go through all the episodes, and like somehow The Simpsons kind of predicted it. I don't know what some of the maddest things are. I'm actually going to Google some, because some of them, man, I swear they predicted Trump.
Yeah, they predicted Trump, but the crazy thing was with that Trump one, that's the one that I remember like the most like clearly, is that like it's like a clip in The Simpsons that came out like 15 years prior to him becoming president, and it's like a clip of him coming down this escalator and he's waving and there's like flags behind him. It says like vote for me for president or something like that. And then literally when he was like in the running to be president, or when he was president or something, like there's a clip of him actually physically coming down an escalator that looks identical with people behind him with flags and stuff like that. It's
Do you want me to read some of these out?
Yeah, read some of them out, bro.
So in 2016, in a 2010 episode, Milhouse predicted that Benji R. Holmstrom would win the Nobel Peace Prize in economics. In 2016, him and some other guy were announced as joint winners. So that's 6 years later. What else have we got here? Faulty voting. During the 2012 elections, a voting machine proved that faulty when votes cast for Barack Obama went to Mitt Romney instead. In 2018 episode, Homer Simpson went to the voting booth to cast a vote for Obama, but his vote went to McCain instead. McCain. What else got here? There's better ones than this. Horse meat scandal. They predicted that in 1994. What else? Guitar Hero. They predicted Guitar Hero in 2002, and then it come out in 2005.
That's weird.
Mick Jagger got a jacket with Guitar Hero on it. Farmville. Virtual reality game Farmville was all the craze in 2009.
Didn't they predict the Metaverse?
Yeah, probably on here. Old Beatles, letters, smartwatches. Sorry, Apple, but The Simpsons had smartwatches in first. 1995 episode, the show is set in the future. Lisa's husband is speaking on a phone on his wrist. Smartwatch wasn't created until 2013.
Mad. So, yeah, the Simpsons are predicting everything, which is mental. I just find that super, like, I find it just super interesting.
It's mega weird. Is it a convenience? Surely it's just a convenience.
Nah.
Do you reckon?
You can't predict that many things because they've done.
Trump presidency was the last one on that.
The Trump presidency, I swear that the latest one is that they've just like they predicted the Metaverse.
I seen.
What even is the Metaverse?
Oh yeah, that is with Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
it's a virtual reality where you can meet up with your friends, but like virtually in like a different space. So it looks like you're like walking around that. I think you wear a headset and shit. And then you can like meet up in a.
So what? So how it works?
It says headset. I'm just thinking of that guy fighting. You know, virtual reality where he does the spin on the floor and he's punching the air.
Nah, where?
Put it in the Twitter chat. That guy.
Well,
headset on the big black guy.
Nah.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't remember. I seen that virtual reality one. That woman when she's like pretending to do it, and that kid gets in the way and she smacks that kid.
Yeah, I've seen that one. But so with the Metaverse, yeah, say for example, does it work? I put on like the virtual reality headset. Do I just walk out my front door and walk up the road and I'm walking in some next place, or do I like walk on the spot in my living room?
Nah, you gotta walk. You walk and you do it.
So you literally walk around the world.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do. Well, you're in a different place, aren't you? You're like you might virtually meet your friends at like the Bahamas on the beach, and like that's what you see.
What's the point? Because you're not there.
It's modern technology, bro. It's weird.
See, that just makes me think. Like,
see, you're looking at it now, though, like how weird it is. What, show me. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen
that's Joe. And he's like going mad. What was I saying then? Yeah, like thinking about that now, the Metaverse. Like, how crazy is that? Like, how weird is that? But bro, 5-10 years time, it'll be the norm. You'll be having fucking work meetings in the Metaverse with pixelized thingies of yourself.
Literally the robot guy with his face.
Yeah, it looks like he's gurning back out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is that in the Metaverse?
Nah, that's just like a robot, like showing like human emotions, and his face looks like he's melting. It looks like he's twisted.
And you know what I said about a few weeks, well, probably a few months ago now, on the pod about that David Icke conspiracy about the 1% and all that shit, bro. It's actually starting to happen. It's happening as we speak. You know, like Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, they've made like a small percentage of their like the country's like value or something like that. They've turned it into Bitcoin.
Oh, have they? That's mad.
Is that not mad? Do you know, like, David Icke has predicted that the entire world is going to be running on the exact same electronic currency.
Yeah, they will be. That's the future, innit? I seen today that Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight world champion in UFC, is going to have half of his purse paid to him in Bitcoin.
Why?
How mad's that? Because they're sponsored by a crypto thing, UFC, and half of his purse is going to that, and then he's going to give £300,000 away. So, fuck knows.
Yeah, that's mental. Have you seen them NFT things now as well?
Yes.
Like,
I don't get them, mate.
I don't get them at all.
Reese bought one. Him and someone. I think it might have been
George.
Was it George?
George has bought an NFT.
I swear, who was it? I don't think it was George.
But our friends have bought an NFT.
I think it was Worthy. I thought it was Reese and Worthy through too and bought an NFT, and they're just sitting on it like for a few £100, and hopefully they can sell it on for a bit more. You see, like Eminem bought one that was like 36 grand or something, or like 300 grand.
Mate, some of them are life changing. Like, I saw one on Logan, $750,000 of it. Mate, I saw one. There's a guy from like India, and he took a picture of himself every single day for 4 years. Turned it into an NFT in 5 days, flipped it for $1.8 million.
Wow. That's fucking crazy, that.
That is mental in like 5 days.
How is this like...
How is it value? I don't understand it. I don't understand.
It's just like a clip, but like...
But where does it start? Who started it off?
Eminem, yeah, bought an NFT and set it as his Twitter picture, right? So that's just his. But I could go on his Twitter and screenshot that picture.
But then the value decreases.
Yeah, but like, what?
I think.
What's like what?
I know.
What is it?
But that's what I don't understand. That's what makes me think. Yeah, like, if you actually think about it, right? Who the fuck decided one day? You know what? This electronic picture on a computer screen.
Loads of them look like monkeys.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a value on it for X amount of money, and then. But the thing is, it's caught a light so quickly. That just makes me think that, thinking of it on like a conspiracy level, has this NFT thing like started, and then as someone upstairs, and in the world order, have they decided, right, we're gonna put £1 gazillion into this now, and get everyone on it to sort of start to change the way that the economic cycle works, because. There's no way on earth some random bloke somewhere sat in his living room or whatever who's clearly got a lot of money or whatever, but there's no way on earth like someone's just decided to slap a price tag of X amount of money on an electronic square.
Got a thing.
I don't get it.
So NFTs, non-fungible token. Non-fungible tokens or NFTs are cryptographic assets of a blockchain with unique identification codes and metadata that distinguish them from each other. Unlike cryptocurrencies, they cannot be traded or exchanged equivalently. Each NFT represents a real-world object like music, a video game, an in-game item, or a virtual baseball trading card. These digital assets are bought and sold online, typically with cryptocurrency. Things like physical money or Bitcoin are fungible, meaning they can be exchanged for one another. Why would you want one of them? I mean, obviously, if you're Eminem and you've got absolute millions, like, you're probably not arsing it. It's probably just a cool thing to have. Or if you're like Future or someone who's got one or something like that, like, they probably don't give a shit.
That's what I mean, though. That the world's it's going mad. Like, I don't understand how things have such value. Like, for example, you just mentioned Logan Paul. Then, like that Pokemon card that he's got that's worth like $3 million.
Yeah.
Charizard.
Swear it's fake, that, innit?
Nah, that one's real.
Nah, it's real, but he just got scammed, didn't he? For $3.5 million. Yeah, I watched it as a joke. But like, I don't understand how the value of Pokemon has suddenly just gone like that. Like, I don't get it.
Nah, bro, Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards have always been expensive, bro. Always. You've got a mint condition Pokemon card. from like
Also,
years
there were
ago.
Like 10 of them PSA 10s in the world.
Yeah, fuck knows about that. I used to have bare Pokemon cards. Me threw bare of them away. Could have had dough. Swear down.
But
Swear
right, okay.
down.
No, innit? When you used to collect them football cards as kids.
Yeah, match attacks.
Yeah, match attacks, I've got bare.
Have you still got them?
Fucking stop showing them.
What match attacks? Oh, I dashed all them, mate.
Bro, from years ago when like Heskey and that used to play.
Yeah, yeah, right, okay, so scrap the Pokemon thing because I've clearly been proven wrong. But like I'm just thinking, do I just need to start putting a bit of money in Bitcoin? You know, like do I just start doing it? Do I start doing it now? Because even though it's like popular now, it's still only a small percentage of the world that are doing it.
Bro, sorry, can I just say, it says here, what do you think of the Gucci Ghost, right? That's the Gucci Ghost, right? I'll Webb's put it here, yeah? I hope we can put thingies on here, yeah? It was bought for $3,600 and ended up selling at auction for $69 million.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Which, by the way, is 15 million more than Monet's painting Nepheus sold, or something like that. Fuck knows what that is. This last sold for 3,600. What? That can't be right, that. Oh, wait, no, that can't be right, that. I'm sorry, that can't be right.
So what, this NFT is sold for $69 million?
Summit sold for
is the headline.
Million.
That's the headline, yeah?
No, it's like... That's like halfway down the article. I'm just seeing stupid shit. But it's Summit sold for that anyway. Fuck knows what it is, but I'll find out. But, mate, that's crazy.
Do I just start putting £100 a month in Bitcoin?
No, unless you know about it. You got to do your research, or you got to chat to someone who knows about it. You're stupid if you're just throwing your money in it. You've got to know what's going on.
Do you reckon? I know, but
Yeah.
realistically, it's just Bitcoin. So it's just, surely you just go on the Bitcoin and just deposit it into
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
but it's like buying
Bitcoin.
and selling in that, innit, as well.
Not even. No, I'll just leave it in there. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't put it because there's a guy that I used to work with. He used to put money. He puts money in Bitcoin, and I swear he's got quite a lot of money in it, and he's just sitting on it, and he's sitting on it for years. So I'm saying, do I just start putting like 50 quid in here, or 50 quid a month, £100 a month, or something like that, and just leave it in there for years, and then in 20 years' time, it could be worth an absolute fortune.
Could be, mate.
Do you know what I mean? It's better than just putting it in a random savings. Well, I would still put money in my savings to be safe, but like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if I should start doing it. I might read into it because
I'd definitely read into it.
that could be
first.
mental. Like, we need a Bitcoin expert on the pod or someone to come on. Like, we tried it a while ago, but after that, when Lambo absolutely scammed everyone and his dog, we don't want to have him on anymore. So
yeah, I'm still looking at this, mate. It weren't that Gucci Ghost. It was made by 41-year-old artist Mike Winkelmann, better known as Beeple. Anyone knows who that is? The digital art was sold as a form of NFT for $69.3 million. Most expensive piece of digital art to go under the hammer.
interesting.
I want to see a picture of it. I want to see what it looks like.
You just showed us then.
No, that weren't it. Are you mad? Are you mad?
What?
It's that.
That's $69 million.
0.3.
0.3.
Are you mad?
69.3 million.
Webs.
Screenshot and send into him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Um,
I'll just telepathically give it him. That's fucking crazy. How? Are you looking at that, Pug?
No, look at the video. Just put in the Twitch chat.
Oh, right, boo.
yeah,
4
that
seconds, watch it.
that is mental. But
It's just a guy with a beanie on, an earring, and a face mask, and he's like pixelated. I've actually seen that before. There's another one here. It looks like the same guy smoking a pipe. That's a joke. I'd pay 10 mil.
I don't know. I'm gonna do my research yet, and I might just start putting money into it. You know.
Might have to buy an NFT, me.
Should we make a boxed off NFT?
Yeah, defo. Just our logo or like
Yeah.
something else.
Jake.
You know what to do, Jake. 3-way split there.
But yeah,
Pull if you
mental.
think, Pug.
Mental. Anyways, how long are we going for, Pug?
5 minutes.
Right. Okay, we're gonna
beautiful.
give that. That's a wrap.
That's it.
People, if you wanna, anyone watching that knows what they're talking about with NFTs and cryptocurrency or any of that jazz, yeah, please give us a shout.
You got to go to the moon, shout us.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look for some. I posted into a polyamorous relationship Facebook group the other day, trying to find someone to come on the pod.
Anyone get back to you?
Not yet, but someone commented on the post saying beautiful.
Bro, I told you no one would get back to you on that. No one's going to sit on a pod and be like, yeah, I want to speak about my poly-fucking-riamus relationship.
100,000,000% will be someone that wants to do it.
If you are, respect.
So I'm going to find you and you're going to come sit here. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
We will see you next time. All the best. God bless. Have a nice
Peace
evening.
out.
I hope you had something nice for your tea tonight, and I'll see you later.
Hope I do as well. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.